Hola, ¿qué tal amigos y amigas? ¿Cómo andan? Bienvenidos al noveno capítulo de Sherlock Holmes, Chapter 1. En este caso ya estamos muy cerca del final. Vamos a estar revisando unos documentos que nos dejó Oswald, que era el inspector en jefe de nuestra anterior investigación. Ya se acuerdan de la muerte de Fabio del capítulo anterior. Así que vamos a revisar estos documentos que se acerca de la muerte de nuestra madre y vamos a ver a qué nos guía en todo el capítulo. Espero que lo disfruten. Informe 0743. Al llegar, los agentes encontraron a la fallecida, identificada como la señora Violet Holmes, tendida en el jardín de la mansión Stonewood. Un examen visual indicó que la víctima se estaba completamente empapada, con una profunda incisión vertical de unos 5 centímetros de longitud a lo largo de la garganta. Tenía el rostro hinchado y cubierto de manchas rojas, causa probable de la muerte, hipoxia. En espera de la confirmación del forense, el sospechoso principal es Otto Richter, quedó arrestado, se le está practicando la autopsia al cadáver. Probablemente se nos abra una puerta más de la mansión.
There's a garden behind our manor. How could I forget? That's where it all happened, where it all went wrong.
Sherry, it looks like you've almost found what...
Oh, you did it, Sherlock! The case is closed and all rewards belong to the winner. Bravo!
It is merely the triumph of the truth.
Is it? No compromises? No lies? You're happy with your decisions?
It was the best decision I could obtain. The truth must be told in the way it is most acceptable.
You're making progress, Sherlock. I was right to believe in you. By the way, did you get that precious information about your mother? Oh, not that you must.
Yes, I did.
Forgive my intrusion in such a personal matter. I simply worry I'm failing to be of much help to you.
Actually, you were. For some reason, all the archives on the case had disappeared. This was a rare opportunity to obtain the impossible.
Outrageous. Perhaps someone found the truth unpleasant. Society usually rejects those who speak with too much honesty, doesn't it?
A comfortable lie is often preferred to an uncomfortable truth. Still, I believe that the latter should prevail, and I cannot remain silent.
That's quixotism at its best. Your mere truth cannot defeat institutions, systems, and power. Etiquette, religion, marriage, they're all lies told to preserve connections, love, and sanity, and it's all corruptible.
Lies destroy human dignity. How could you make a free decision without any knowledge of the truth?
Are we really free to decide anything in this world, Sherlock?
Oh yes. It's a struggle, but yes, we can make our own decisions. That's what I fight for.
And what an endless fight it is. Will you ever give yourself a break, Sherlock? You're a walking contradiction, Sherlock. You refuse to lie to others, but constantly lie to yourself. How long until the train comes off the track? I cannot look away, but perhaps I should take a few steps back. You're an accident waiting to happen, dear. Until then, I shall bid you adieu.
Este tipo es como el Moriarty de nuestra realidad alterna. Bueno, volveremos a la mansión. Llegamos a la mansión, tenemos que ir al jardín. Yo supongo que debe ser esto acá.
Sherry, please listen to me. Sherry.
John, I always listen to you.
You don't have to do this. You don't have to go through. I don't know what is beyond this door, but I can feel it. Buzzing, angry, like a fly at the window.
I know. I can sense it too.
You locked away this memory for a reason. There is only pain here.
Pain. And truth.
You do not need to suffer either. There is so much more we can do on Cordona, so many others we can help. There is no coming back from this.
John, my animum, my brother, there is nothing more important in this moment than this truth. I know you fear for me, but my path was set long ago. I can no more step off it than I can ask the avalanche to roll back uphill.
Just Please be careful, Sherry. I love you.
Quite. Come on. We'll go together.
A ver qué secretos guarda el jardín. Desafío de John fallido. Bueno, chao.
Why didn't I remember we had such a big garden?
Maybe you forgot it for your own good.
Ah, yes. The statue of Merope. My mother was trying to restore it. Pity she never had the opportunity to finish. Mother? That's from Mother's favorite tea set. What is it doing in here?
A ver qué recordamos. Ah, tengo que jugar yo. Ok. Fua, qué tétrico, boludo.
Come here, Sherry. Hurry!
These must help calm her down.
What are you thinking about? Is everything all right?
No sé. Vamos a ver el Palacio de la Mente. Le llevamos té. Mi madre tenía un corte en la garganta. Té y tranquilizantes. Ok, el doctor Richter probó con mi madre drogas y tratamientos poco convencionales. Había riesgos de efectos secundarios. Mi madre tomaba tranquilizante a menudo, así que estaría acostumbrada a ellos. Oh. Mycroft ocultó la verdad sobre la muerte de nuestra madre y me mintió cuando dijo que murió de tuberculosis. Los problemas mentales de mi madre podrían ser hereditarios y afectar mi mente y mi capacidad de razonar. Aunque no hay informes sobre la muerte de mi madre en Cordona, había un amigo de la familia. Esto, el psiquiatra sospechoso. El que Otto no confiaba en él. Mi madre se asfixió. La herida de su garganta podría ser la humillación final de su asesino o un intento de salvarla. El corte de garganta de mi madre fue un intento de traqueotomía. No tenía sentido hacer eso si se estaba ahogando. Oh, esto es muy complicado. Mi madre tuvo una reacción alérgica arrepentida de su medicación y se asfixió. Bueno, vamos a seguir recorriendo el jardín.
Don't go, Mother. Wait.
Tenemos un libro.
I remember this artifact from Mother's collection. Mother's work journal. I liked poring over the detailed pages and reading about my parents' collection.
Ok. Ah, la primera persona es más complicada.
Here it is. We'll just borrow it for a while.
Did you hear that? Someone's coming. Let's take a peek. You call this progress? Charlotte, amateur. I'm not letting you anywhere near my mother again.
Any result is progress, even if it is a worsening of her condition. It informs my...
No. I have made my decision. She must be sent to a legitimate medical facility. I will not let her hurt Sherlock.
What? Master Holmes, you do not understand.
That will be all. I expect you to have left the house by week's end.
Es un recuerdo de Minecraft echando al Dr. Richter.
Sherry, say something. Can you hear me? You're scaring me.
Sherry, come here, darling. I'm waiting for you.
Coming, Mother.
La silla de ruedas.
This was from my mother, wasn't it? I remember how we came to the garden for a breath of fresh air.
Take me to my flowers, Sherry. They must already be in bloom.
As you wish, Mum. I bet you missed the fresh air, didn't you?
Terribly. The sun is far brighter than I remember. But I like it.
We can walk each day from now on, if you want.
That would be wonderful. Just look at them. The stars of the earth. Even the sky must be jealous of their beauty.
Indeed. Mother, would you like to go around the water?
That would be perfect. I always wanted such a nice pond in London. It looks so peaceful.
Mycroft knew you would like it.
Espero que no la hayamos matado nosotros, ¿no? Porque si no
We
ahí...
should put some fish in it, don't you think?
How about some carp?
That's a nice idea.
Un poquito inestable el lugar
Let's
para
visit your
poner
father's tree.
una mujer en silla de
It goes
ruedas,
so
¿no?
fast, just like you.
We could even build a tree house in it.
Yes, Sherry. Speaking of your father, could you call him out, please?
Mom! He's... I'm sorry. He passed away. He's gone.
No, he's not.
I'm telling the truth. Did you forget again?
No, don't you dare say such things. You are a liar like all the others.
Mother!
Don't call me that. You aren't fooling me.
No! Mom, it hurts!
My son would never lie.
Claro, la mina es una esquizofrénica total.
Reveal yourself.
Please, stop! It's me, Sherlock!
You are not my Sherry. Get me my stuff back or I'll stop you.
Claro, por eso había borrado la memoria de Sherlock. Pues la propia madre intentó ahogarlo en el estanque de agua, o sea... Peor no podría ser. No, parece que no. Voy a repasar bien todo. Alguien asfixió a mi madre por accidente o a propósito. Asesinato deliberado. La asfixia fue un accidente. Intentó hacerle una traqueotomía para salvarla. Mycroft ocultó la verdad para protegerme y se equivocó al acusar a Otto. Otto mató a mi madre para ponerle fin a su sufrimiento y salvarme la vida. Mira, yo no... Es muy complicado esto, la verdad. O sea, mucho acá no hay. O sea, o la matamos nosotros... La verdad, no creo que haya sido Richter. Yo maté a mi madre sin saberlo. La idea de darle tranquilizantes vino de John. Lo que significa que no puedo confiar en mi propia mente. Para curarme tengo que librarme de John. Mycroft ocultó la verdad para protegerme. Yo fui el responsable de la muerte de mi madre. Fui a mí a darle el medicamento que le causó la reacción alérgica que la mató. Fue culpa mía. Mycroft ocultó la verdad para protegerme. Voy a optar por esto, me parece.
Sherlock. Sherlock. Can you hear me? Come on, wake up.
Get off me.
Sherry,
You knew, and more than that, you hid it from me.
you couldn't bear the truth, Sherlock, so I shouldered it for you. I took your pain, your horror.
I killed my own mother, John. It is unforgivable.
It was an accident, Sherlock. She was mad, abusive. You were a child, simply trying to help.
How could I? How could she? You were a lie, John. A fiction. A crutch.
No, I was a friend. Sherlock.
A ver qué dice Mycroft.
Sherlock,
What?
are you okay?
I don't know.
I told you not to come, Sherlock. Where is he?
Who?
Your friend, John.
He's beside you.
Was all this worth it? Is he worth it?
Why is he here?
I think, in his own way, he was trying to protect me. A truth I couldn't bear. But now I must face it. There is only one thing to be done.
What are you talking about?
To expect adherence to the principles of truth and justice, but to fail to hold oneself likewise accountable, it would be hypocrisy. My mother died by my hand. I must turn myself into the authorities and face the consequences of my actions.
The consequences of your actions? You were a child. She did this to you, not you unto her. You are throwing your life away in an act of moralistic vanity. Think of all you could accomplish for our nation.
This is where we differ, Mycroft. To you, the ends justify the means. To me, the means have decided the end. The truth is the truth.
Cualquier cosa que deje la
Fine,
conciencia tranquila.
Sherlock. Walk yourself into the police station and pray those men you oft embarrassed hold no grudges. If you're lucky, they'll simply exile you. If not, I'll see you in 20 years.
Are you going to berate me too? Try and talk me out of it? As I told my brother, if I cannot demonstrate the character I chastise others for lacking...
Sherry, I think this is something you will have to do yourself.
Myself? How do you mean?
All I ever did, all I ever wanted, was to protect you from what happened. And now you tell me I was wrong to try. that it was ego or hypocrisy to show a young boy kindness. But it was just empathy, creativity, and love for one's self. So please, please, Sherlock, don't do it.
Why can none of you see it? The truth is the truth. A murder is a murder. Tell me, John, why?
Because you're breaking my heart. I know you've decided. I know. I just wish you hadn't.
I'm sorry, John. All these years we spent together, all the time I took for granted. You'll always be a part of me.
No, Sherry. That's the point. I don't think I will.
Bueno, las texturas están un poquito retrasadas.
Why are you here?
Closure, I suppose. And to help a friend.
You and I are not friends. In a race between the thawing of the ice caps and our friendship, I would buy a boat.
Ha! Is that right?
I can see it now. I know what you did.
What did I do?
You needled me. From the moment we met, you were searching for weakness. You pushed me to pursue the truth about my mother. You questioned everything I did, everything I believed, to break me. To blur truth and fiction, reality, morality. A saboteur in silk. Was it vengeance, Werner? Or do you prefer Klaus?
Excuse me?
You are Klaus Richter, Otto's younger brother. Do you hold me responsible for his end?
Ha! There was no love lost between me and my brother. I am sure you can relate. Otto was merely the gravity that pulled me into your orbit. Or you into mine. Once I met you, I could not keep away.
Why? What reason do you have for all this?
To help you.
You're lying.
To show you that you were wrong.
More lies. I know you now, Werner. Try again.
To see what had happened. Or is that yet another untruth? Does it matter? Take your pick. Who cares? You're my masterpiece. I turned Sisyphus into Ozymandias. You could not see the futility of your quest until I helped you to let go of the rock. And now, nothing beside remains.
I remain. Despite you, and to spite you.
It is a matter of will and power now. Will you overcome this, or shall you decay? Oh, on that note, I brought you something.
I want nothing more from you.
When one wants for nothing, Sherlock, the best thing to get them is something personal. So, here you are. Now, please excuse me, but the gallery calls. I'm already conceiving my next project.
¿Qué carajo?
You really are beautiful.
Bueno, la verdad que no entendí nada.
I was prepared to take responsibility for my actions, but again my brother conspired against me. A little diplomatic pressure and the trial was dismissed. Instead, I was exiled from Cordona. Freedom never tasted so bitter. Another perversion of justice at Mycroft's hand. With no means, no home, and no purpose, I returned to London. I enrolled at Cambridge University, but few lectures held my interest. I prefer to spend time alone at the hospital laboratory, pursuing truths in chemical form. No one there questions my choices. I have begun to attract a desperate clientele, men that skulk after me, pleading for answers to their simple mysteries. At first, the distraction was unwelcome. Now, I find myself craving it, lest my mind drift back to the island, to Mother, to John. What was her life worth? How many adulterers and petty thieves will it take to make it right? Can anything? I found it! I found it!
And what is that?
How far, bruises may be produced after death. How are you? You have been in Afghanistan, I perceive.
How on earth did you know that?
Never mind. The question now is about bruising. No doubt you see the significance of this discovery of mine.
It is interesting, no doubt, but practically...
Why, it is the most practical medico-legal discovery for years. Had we these data sooner, hundreds of men would have paid the penalty for their crimes. Cases oft hinge upon how a man died. Now, we can know which wounds he suffered alive, which occurred post-mortem, and what instrument was responsible. And ergo, one will soon be able to calculate with utmost precision when and where death occurred, sparing the innocent and damning the guilty.
Well, then you are to be congratulated.
Indeed. But, you came here on business.
Correct again. I am looking for someone with whom to take diggings, and heard you were complaining that you could get no one to go halves with you.
Encontramos a nuestro
I have my eye
John.
on a suite in Baker Street, which would suit us down to the ground. You don't mind the smell of strong tobacco, I hope?
I smoke ships myself.
That's good enough. I get in the dumps at times, and don't open my mouth for days on end. Just let me alone, and I'll soon be right. What have you to confess now? It's best for two fellows to know what bruises each other carries before they begin to live together. My last companion and I...
Well, I object to rows because my nerves are shaken, and I get up at all sorts of ungodly hours, and I am extremely lazy. I have another set of vices when I'm well, but those are the principal ones at present.
Do you include violin playing in your category for rouse?
It depends on the player. A well-played violin is a treat for the gods. A badly played one.
Oh, no, that's all right. I think we may consider the thing as settled. Oh, forgive my manners. My attention wavers. Sherlock Holmes.
Dr. John Watson.
John.
Muy bien, encontramos a nuestro Watson. El de verdad, el de carne y hueso. Y tenemos un último recuerdo. Ah, no, perfecto, se acabó acá. Bueno, muy bien, gente. Espero que hayan disfrutado de esta serie de Sherlock, Chapter 1. La verdad que estuvo bastante entretenida. Les pido disculpas por haber traído un poquito tarde el final, pero este fin de año estuvo, la verdad, bastante ajetreado. Pero espero que hayan aprendido algo, que les haya dejado algún tipo de moraleja. El final es más que nada para pensar sobre las decisiones, sobre la moralidad, sobre la familia también. Así que los dejo. Les mando un abrazo muy grande. Si les gustó, un like, un comentario, una suscripción. Y nos vemos la próxima con quién sabe qué juego. Un abrazo muy grande.